guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a homeschool book haul for you from my favorite store for homeschool books, which is Goodwill. So if you'd like to see that, then just keep watching. Okay, so as most of you know, if you watch our channel on a regular basis, you know that we got foster kids. We got 3 foster kids and we have 2 of our own. We homeschool our 2, but I did actually put them back in school. We did not put them in public school. A friend of mine, her daughter goes to a private Christian school, and it is not a super bougie, expensive one. It is more expensive than, you know, obviously homeschool. But actually I think they're about the same after what I've spent on books. But we do still homeschool 2 days a week, actually more than that, but technically we homeschool 2 days a week. So with the private Christian school, they go 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then we homeschool them on Monday and Friday. And that's how that school works. They send work home with them to do on the homeschool day, and we it's not very much, it's just a few worksheets, and we do our what we typically do anyway. So the reason I put the girls back in school is because we got 3 foster kids, and I was so overwhelmed trying to deal with 5 kids and trying to figure out how to teach all of them because they're all different ages. I have a 9-year-old now, I have a 9-year-old and an almost 3-year-old, and then our foster children are 6, 4.5, and 2, but they're all extremely delayed. So it's more like 4, 3, and 1 is closer to, you know, where they're at right now. But I did go ahead and put them back in school, and the caseworker really, we were told we were allowed to homeschool the foster children, but they would prefer we put them in school and daycare to give us a break and to give them some more socialization. I know every homeschool parent has heard that. So we were given the okay to homeschool, but they would prefer us to put them in school. So we met in the middle, and we put the younger children in daycare, and we put the school-age child in the Christian school / homeschool. So and it's income based, so it's not like really expensive. We are paying out of pocket for that because foster care does not pay for private school. So but we got a really good deal on all 3 of our kids going there, and it's working out really well so far. So I want to show you the books that we got for our 2-day-a-week homeschool. So we also homeschool on the days that they go to school. It's just I have not found that balance yet with the new kids in our home to do that. They've all been getting settled in, and everything's been chaotic. They've all had doctor's appointments. I have had doctor's appointments and dentist appointments. The girls had a dentist appointment yesterday. I had to go to the ENT. We've been extremely busy, and then enrolling the foster children in daycare and school. So the last 2 weeks have been a whirlwind and just exhausting. So we're all just now getting settled, and we really still aren't settled. It's sort of calming down, but again, I have to go to the dentist tomorrow and get my fillings removed and replaced. So it's just an ongoing thing. And today it's super embarrassing, but if you live in Georgia, you know that ants are like a huge problem in Georgia. Like, everybody gets ants, especially after it rains. Like, the water table rises and it pushes them out of the ground, and they come in your house, especially in the winter. So we've been having trouble with ants. Our exterminators come in like once a week to kill them, and they're not going away. And there's a crack in our foundation, and they're wanting to seal that up, so we have to get that fixed. And then our heat and air unit went out a few days ago, so we've been using space heaters because it's so cold at night. And he came today and told us that he definitely is going to have to replace the whole unit. So it has just been one thing after another. I'm trying to stay positive, but the enemy does not like it when we are doing things that we should be doing for the Lord, and I do feel like it's an attack. But you know what? My God is bigger, and we will get through this just like we've gotten through everything else. It's been a rough, rocky roller coaster of a month already, but we're gonna push through. So anyway, enough of my rambling and venting. I just need to vent. Is that okay? Can I do that? I'm so sorry. I'm a little overwhelmed, but I'm trying to stay positive. So let's get into some books. I love books, and books make me happy, so let's talk about books. Okay. So the first one I found, and again, Goodwill has, our Goodwill anyway, I don't know about ones near you guys, but our Goodwill, the paperback books are 77 cents each, and the hardback books are $1.51 each. And people drop off their homeschool curriculum there all the time. And anytime I go there, like I said, we did get foster kids, so I took them the other day because they didn't have any clothes that fit. They came with a few donations, but they were all the wrong size because they're so small for their ages. So I had to take them to Goodwill real quick just to get a few things to get them through until we could get them to get their clothing allowance in and everything taken care of. So yeah, we got them some clothes, and I didn't shop for them at Goodwill just because they're foster kids. I shop at Goodwill for my own kids as well. If you know, if you've seen my channel, you know I've done several Goodwill hauls. We shop there. Like, I only get the nice things from there, but yes, I'm all about saving money for everybody, not just them. So don't think that we're just giving them hand-me-downs and, you know, crap. And we did get a lot of donations from a local resource center in our area called Fortify. I will leave their link below. They're an awesome resource in our area, and they hooked us up with a toddler bed for the youngest child, and clothes and toys because they came with nothing other than the donations and car seats. So and we were told that these children didn't have a single toy in their home, and it was just Christmas, so that broke my heart. So we went to Goodwill and got them some toys, and went to the resource center and got them some toys, and yeah, they are just loving that. So anyway, okay, now we can get into the books. 77 cents each. Sorry, I get a little off topic, you know, if you've been around a while, you know. But top shelf, this is Human Anatomy and Physiology by Walsh Publishing. She is not quite to this age yet, but you know, it is never too early, in my opinion, to introduce learning. I'm not gonna teach her this right now, but if I can find it now and go ahead and start stocking up for, you know, her 6th and 7th and 8th grade, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade years, why not go ahead and do that, especially when it's only 77 cents. And by that point, maybe I won't have to buy anything. That would be great. Okay, so this one is middle grade book of science tests. This is by Incentive Publications, the Basic Not Boring series. And this is the series concept and development. So I haven't even looked through these yet because I've been so busy, but they had a ton of new stuff because I always like clear them out on their homeschool curriculums. So when I go, I always have to, you know, scour the bookshelves and see what I can find for homeschool. But I thought these all looked like things that we could use, and if not, I could take them back, or I can, you know, give them away, whatever, throw them away. I don't know. They're very inexpensive. So this one is Spectrum Math. It's for grade 7. She is only in 4th grade. So this is correlated to current state standards, and it says carsondelosa.com. Focused practice for math mastery, positive and negative integers, ratios and proportions, algebraic equations and inequalities, geometric problem solving, probability and statistics, and the answer key. We won't let her know that's in there, but that's how this one looks. Just some worksheets. Obviously we won't be using this one for a while unless she breezes through what she's doing now, and you know, we can introduce her then. Okay, so this is 4th grade Spectrum Math. This is updated and revised for Common Core state standards. So I know a lot of people are against Common Core, but in the event that we would have to put them back in public school, you just never know. I kind of like to mix in both, or at least have a little bit of both. So if I do find out that something happens, God forbid, and they do have to go to public school, again, if I were to have to go back to work, or if we could no longer afford the private school, or you know, just anything, you never know what can happen. In the event that they have to go back to public school, they do teach Common Core, so I like to have things that I can kind of implement a little bit of that, so she will at least be introduced to the concept and not be held back. Alexa, stop. Okay, the next one is called Math by All Means, grades 3 and 4, and this is division, a Marilyn Burns replacement unit. So this is replacement math. It's just different ways to do math than what we typically do. I haven't really gotten in depth with this yet, but it's just examples of different ways to teach division. So, okay, the next one is Language Skills 5 Student Guide. So, I think there are books that are supposed to go along with these, and these are just the guide to that. So, some of the things in here will not make sense to us because we don't have the book, but other things we can do. I've already looked through, and there's some things in here that we can use. So, just like questions, worksheets, and things that she can do. Just like this, parts of speech. This one is analyze and diagram sentences, things like that. Identifying adverbs, what is an adverb, just all kinds of things as far as language arts. The next one is an art book. This is Intermediate Art, World A, Student Pages. This is the K-12 books. K-12 is a program in Georgia where you do homeschool online. So they give you, it's a free program if you want to homeschool, but you don't want to go buy a curriculum or make your own curriculum. It's basically the school's curriculum online. So I have some of these as well. And again, just more worksheets. This is different guides on how to do different art projects. And we haven't done a whole lot of art projects this year, so I'd like to do some more with her. Okay, this one is really great. I wish I'd had something like this when I was younger. I learned when I got a job, obviously, but I got my first job at 15. So, but I think this is great to teach your kids about money and budgeting. That is probably one of the most important things that they can learn to help them through life. So Money Matters for Teens Workbook by Larry Burkett with Todd Temple. This says ages 15 through 18, so we will wait until she's a little older to go through this, but it will still be nice to have it then. And it just teaches how to budget and like how to give money wisely, how to save every month, just tips, and how to buy a car, how to pay for college, different things like that. So I thought this would be really handy to have. The next one is History Student Guide. This one is another K-12 workbook. Again, just more worksheets and things, and some coloring pages that have to do with the worksheets. So this one is another K-12 book. This is like, I've got like a whole K-12 set here. I think it's probably all dropped off together. And this is the Science 1 Student Guide. There's a picture of ribs you can cut out. Let's see, all kinds of body parts. There's answer key back here, helpful for me. Yeah. Dress for diving coloring sheet, I don't know. Yeah, just all kinds of science-y kind of things to do. Okay, next one is another math book. Did I already have this one? Whoops. Okay, so both of these are Spectrum Math Grade 7. This one is the updated and revised one. So, yeah, these might be very similar because it has a lot of the same things in it, but we'll see. So I think this is regular math, and then this one is the Common Core update. Okay, let's see. So the first history student guide I had was part 1, and this is part 2. The here has Where is Timbuktu? There's a map of England and France in 1330, medieval Europe, castle life activity sheets, different history lessons. The next one is probably very advanced for her, and we'll wait to work on this one for quite a while. This one is The Structures of Life. This is like learning about DNA and cells and molecules and all those kind of things. Drug design, let's see, magic of magnets, the genetic code, X-ray machines, radio waves, proteins, all kinds of stuff like that. I might read this one myself though. I'm such a nerd, I'm sorry, but I just get excited about things like this. Okay, the next one is book 1, Language Arts Activity Book, Writing Skill, Literature, and Comprehension. Again, another K-12 workbook. And yeah, here's just like writing a personal letter, revising a personal letter, combine sentences and brainstorm how to choose a topic, using a dictionary and thesaurus, simple sentences, poetry, yeah, just all kinds of stuff with writing and reading comprehension, language arts. Okay, next one is another math workbook. This is for grade 5, so we could go ahead and start using this one. And again, this is the Spectrum Math. And again, this is the current state standards. Fractions, decimals, perimeter, area, volume, classifying geometric figures, preparing for algebra, graphing on the coordinate plane, and the answer key. And again, this is how these worksheets look. They're not the most colorful. They have like a red and blue theme, but as they get older, they'll need less and less of the cutesy bugs and more grown-up looking stuff. And most of these have not been written in very much, so that's really nice. Okay, this one is a Phonics Works activity book. This one is advanced. It does not say what grade this is for, so yeah, I think she can still use this. If not, I can use this for our foster son who is in kindergarten. Yeah, she can use this. Here's like consonants and let's see, spelling, sounds, contractions, 2-syllable words, digraph, yeah, stuff like that. Okay, the next one is Supplemental Anthology 7. So, this one has a story called Balloon Flight, Past, Present, and Future. Woodcraft, Pinching a Tent. Just different reading, just different stories to read. The President's Personal Finances, excerpt from Nixon's news conference 1973, Watergate, yeah, just all kinds of interesting little stories in here. How to write essays. Yeah, here's a model essay. Spelling handbook. So, again, I'm not sure what grade this one is for. It doesn't say, but usually I can look through it and tell if it is something that is either too easy or too hard for her, because you don't always have to go by what the grade level on the book is. Some kids are more advanced, some are more delayed. So if you're homeschooling for any length of time, you will kind of get the idea of where your child is at and what they need to be doing. Okay, and this last one is Language Arts Activity Book. literature and comprehension. This has been written in just a little bit, but yeah, just, you know, more worksheets and things to do with literature. So I only spent about $20 on this book haul. That's why I love Goodwill for homeschool curriculum and books. If you're not too particular, you can find a lot of great stuff, and they can get like a conglomerate of several different ways of learning, and yeah, not just one set curriculum or set way of learning. They can kind of, you know, pick and choose between all different ways of learning and things to learn. So I really have been enjoying making my own curriculums, or just picking up different books and going from there. I feel like that is the more exciting way for us to do homeschool. It is not for everyone. It is a little more laid back. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too strict about it. As long as she's learning something every day, I'm happy. You know, I mean, I don't want to be too critical right now. You know, maybe when she's older, but right now she's in 4th grade. We're not going to be too critical. As long as she's at least doing 5 subjects a day and learning something every day, I'm okay with that. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, if you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to stick around and see more videos to do with homeschool, and we do lifestyle vlogs, family videos and vlogs, health, you name it, cooking, cleaning, you know, anything to do with large family life. That's what we do here. Oh, and makeup and beauty, that's my genre. But yeah, thanks again for watching. I love you all so much, and Jesus loves you too. God bless you all. Bye.